Man, do we have a good one for you today. Okay, now I'm sure you all remember our good old friend, you know, Peter Daszak, otherwise known as Peter Ballsack. You know, the guy who helped muddy the waters around the whole COVID outbreak and the whole lab and all that stuff. We're going to get into that today because there have been some big developments.
Well, the biggest culmination yet.
Yeah, so what do we have to show? I think we have something to show first.
Controversial virus hunting scientist skewered at U.S. COVID hearings origin. So let's go to the next page.
Yeah, he was skewered.
He was interrogated. So what happened was there's a select subcommittee on the coronavirus pandemic. They're trying to figure out where it came from, what happened, who was involved, who's responsible, who, dropped the ball, right?
Yeah.
Needs to be some blame, right?
Yeah.
So you had Democrats and Republicans both like, what actually happened here? A lot of people are...
Sorry, I just had to throw in a ball.
It's okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people, weirdly enough, think that COVID probably originated at the Wuhan Institute of Virology. I know it's a crazy idea.
Yeah, the place where they were studying these exact viruses
in bats.
Yeah, and very badly, watching their biosecurity and all that.
Yeah, so weirdly enough, I know it's a controversial opinion. Some people believe that it came from there.
Yes.
It's wild.
It's because, in all actuality, let's be honest, that's most probably exactly where it came from.
That's what we think.
Yes, that's what I think, which is also kind of a fact.
Yes.
In my mind, it's real.
You withdraw that.
Yeah, I withdraw that it's, I withdraw this truth.
I withdraw that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I withdraw.
Honorable Matisha.
Yeah, so anyway.
It says today, based on evidence, uncovered in COVID Select's recent report, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services commenced formal debarment proceedings against EcoHealth Alliance. Now, EcoHealth Alliance was Daszak's organization. This organization that ultimately worked with the Wuhan Institute.
The place he went to go and look at.
Lab.
It was his lab.
We'll get into that.
Yes.
So it wasn't his lab.
Well, he was
cooperating with
it.
his lab, right? And EcoHealth Alliance was getting grants from the government to do that, right?
But not to do that.
There was
there was a trickery here because the government was like, no.
I'm getting there.
Okay, all right.
So EcoHealth Alliance, there's nothing wrong with this EcoHealth Alliance, but what happened was they ended up doing some things they probably shouldn't have done.
Yeah, because
work with China.
Yeah, the whole point is all the taxpayer money was going towards this gain-of-function research, right? Which basically means take this virus, make it more lethal to try and figure out where it could go.
Yeah. Not to infect the world.
No. The whole point is to try and figure it out so that you can work on ways to stop it, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so the US government's like, no, that's risky. We don't want to be doing that anymore. You may not continue this research.
Yes.
So what happens is that taxpayer money that's not supposed to go to this then went to this EcoHealth Alliance and said, no, we're not going to do it. Meanwhile, then they took that money and they went to China and they set up this deal with the Wuhan Institute of Virology.
Yeah, this actually doesn't have anything to do with our opinions on the origins. This has to do with U.S. taxpayer money going to something it shouldn't have gone
to. So this money got funneled through. So it's kind of like, so we're not allowed to do this. Let's find a backdoor way to do it, continue to do it.
Yeah.
And that's where Peter Ballsack comes in because he goes in with his Baijiu drinking buddies in the Wuhan lab, and they go to KTV and they're drinking, and he's like handing over taxpayer cash and saying
that's not what happened at all.
No, it's not. That's in Minecraft.
That's a fantasy.
Yes, that's my fantasy. Which I don't know. My fantasies sometimes turn out to be real.
Yes, but we don't.
He wasn't literally like taking wads of cash out in the KTV.
The point is they're working with the Wuhan Institute, and so this whole outbreak happens, right? Mm-hmm. And we're gonna fast forward now.
Yeah,
this whole outbreak happens, and the WHO. It's like, well, we got to figure this out. World Health Organization. We got to figure out where this came from.
Yeah, so the World Health Organization, under pressure from the entire world, is like...
They're like, because everyone's going like this.
Yeah, everyone's like, that lab.
So it's right near where it happened.
And then, the leader of the WHO, Xi Jinping's like, hey, you better not step wrong.
That didn't happen either.
Yeah, this is my fantasy. Okay. Anyway, we know there was a lot of pressure on Tedros because he was appointed to his position because of China.
Yeah.
So he obviously felt obliged to China to try and not just cast the blame.
This is definitely how it came off.
Yes.
So here's the deal.
Yeah. So they're like, we got to send someone to inspect the lab. Who do they send?
They send the guy that worked with the lab.
They send the guy who goes and drinks Baijiu with it. And that's not a myth, by the way. There's pictures of him drinking.
Well, he tweeted about it.
Yeah, drinking with the people in the Wuhan lab. Okay. So they send the guy who's been paying the lab, who's been giving taxpayer money to that lab to go and inspect that lab. Yes. That's a conflict of interest.
No shit. Anyway, so what happens is this organization, again, Republicans and Democrats came together. This isn't about COVID origins. This is about the missteps and the taxpayer money. And they're like, nah. They cut it off. It
So they've
says,
disbarred him?
Sorry, it's very small.
On behalf of the United States Department of Health and Human Services, is that Human Services? I hope I'm not. It's very small over here. I have suspended and proposed for debarment EcoHealth Alliance Incorporated
from participating in the United States federal government procurement and
something programs.
Procurement programs. Yeah, sorry, it's very small.
Yeah, very small.
Anyway, it's it's been disbarred apparently.
Yeah.
And there will be no more taxpayer money going towards this. And
I'd hope not.
Finally, something was held accountable.
Yeah, I would hope that this Eco-Death Alliance, as I like to call it, would just not be allowed
Well,
to be
again,
given
I don't
money.
think there's anything wrong with the EcoHealth Alliance. I think it's wrong what they did.
Yes.
Right. What they did. In the end, trusting China with this stuff. Anyway. I'd like to have a reenactment.
Yeah, we're going to show you a reenactment
I'm
of what
going to take
happened.
you back to when Ballsack went to the lab to investigate.
Yes, let's take a look what happened, guys. This is important.
COVID breaks out, claiming millions of lives. The mysterious virus of unknown origin. The public cries out, "We want answers," they say. Enter the Wuhan Institute of Virology, suspected epicenter of the virus. An investigation is allowed by the Chinese government and the WHO.
I think I just might know a way. Ballsack. He'll find what we're looking for.
Peter Ballsack arrives on the scene.
Who are you? The name's Ballsack.
Peter was a researcher with ties to the lab. He would do the job. Cryptic phone calls told us there might be something to hide, but what was it?
This is Ballsack.
What do you want, Ballsack? Just get to the point, will you?
Somebody has already discovered a method of constructing it and decided to keep it a secret instead of sharing it with the world.
What are you getting at?
One crucial detail was missed. Enhance 5 times.
Unfortunately, I haven't found out the secret, but it's only a matter of time.
Watson's, an imported can of water. If there was nothing to hide in the lab, then why the imported water? He was rarely seen without it. But he quickly left when spotted in this mask-off moment.
Hey guys, what's the news? I hope it's good for a change.
Just the opposite. Balzac's leaving.
Hope you guys enjoyed
Yeah, I hope you
that.
enjoyed our little reenactment of what was going on there. But it turns out that Ballsack is got a little bit of an interesting history, by the way.
We found this anime.
Yeah,
We found this
yeah,
anime where
Where
those
there's-
sound bites are coming from. What was it called? Like Techno Man? Or
Techno
something?
Man, yeah. It's
And
ridiculous.
there's a guy named Ballsack.
There's a guy called Ballsack who's like...
I was like, yeah, this is perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
So I reenacted the original thing.
Good job on that one.
Thanks.
Anyway, so it turns out when Peter Ballsack was kind of a college
Yeah,
student...
you found this tweet. This is wild.
Someone tweeted it at me, right?
This is probably the funniest thing I've read all year.
Yeah, when he was 21-year-old zoology student, he pled guilty to theft and burglary charges and was sent to a detention center because he beheaded a statue of the Madonna, put lips on it, and kept it as a trophy. And he stole numerous beacons and signs.
I want to read the news article.
Okay, do you have it up in big? Okay,
yeah,
so we just thought we'd share this with you.
This is insane.
Yeah, this is Peter Ballsack. This is...
Drunk. So now you know like what happened during the investigation.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Now let's go back to
Let's rewind.
1986.
Yeah.
Drunken student stole statue's head, and I don't know how someone dug this up. By the way, we did not dig this up.
No,
People on
someone sent
Twitter
it to
were
me. Yeah.
Zoology student Peter Ballsack.
Yeah, Ballsack.
Broke off the head of the statue of Madonna. By the way, it gets much better than the statue.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how that takes some effort, right?
We'll actually we have video.
Yeah,
of it.
we do. Yeah.
Of Our Lady's primary school, Bangor. So he went to a primary school, like an elementary school.
Where they have a statue of Madonna. By the way, for
Mary.
those of you who don't know, it's Mary. You know the Virgin Mary.
Yes.
So a statue of the Virgin Mary. He
took it
beheaded
home.
the Virgin Mary.
That should have been our first warning
Yeah,
sign
I think
here.
so.
He's making like scary bat viruses.
Yeah,
and, like
I mean-
he's beheading Mary. Come on, red
Yeah,
flag.
red flag.
But yet the U.S. lets them right on in,
Yeah,
gives them government
exactly.
grants.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
took it home after a drinking session.
Yeah.
I can't read this name. Carnafarton
Yeah.
Crown Court heard yesterday. Ballsack kept it in his fist.
Flat.
Oh,
In his
sorry.
flat.
I'm sorry, because I'm picturing the video.
Yeah.
You'll see.
Yeah.
Kept it in his flat, along with road signs, shop and office signs, and roadworks flashing beacon. These guys
just
like thief.
I could just look. I mean, we've all had those wild nights, but it
I
sounds
don't
like
steal things.
No, but I feel like he probably went on benders a bit too often. He's walking around just grabbing shit like for a laugh, you know.
You guys, this is hot lore about Ballsack.
Yeah, this
You've
is
never heard this.
This
I'm
is
sure.
really him.
His collection was found after police had followed a trail of blood from a broken window in a building at the University College at North Wales. Bro jumped through a window.
Yeah, maybe he broke a window to steal something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hot on the trail.
Yeah.
But that was only the first visit to Ballsack's flat by the police.
Mm-hmm.
On a second visit, so this is multiple trips.
Yeah.
They went into a shed, and there they found a TV set, hi-fi, so stereo, and other items, all of which had been stolen.
What is he doing? He's stealing TVs, hi-fis. What is he doing?
He's beheading Mary?
Yeah, he's like, dude.
From
dude's
from an elementary school.
Yeah, I know. That's
Bro.
even worse. The little kids coming to school the next day, and there's like a beheaded Mary.
There's no head.
Dude, but I mean, it's okay. Like this drunken, like take a street sign. I get it. Like it's a lad's night out.
Whatever,
You're just
right?
being dumb. But why is he stealing TVs and hi-fis?
Sounds like Grand Theft Auto over
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Like,
What is he doing? Is he setting up his own little like underground sales thing there?
Maybe.
Maybe he's a fence. I don't know.
Ballsack 21, yeah, maybe it's a fence.
Yeah.
At Carnarvon Road, Bangor, so this is in Wales in
Yeah.
the UK. Also had a newspaper cutting on the wall of his flat about a headless statue in Norwich. So he was inspired.
Yeah.
He told the police it reminded him of one of his friends. That'll get you off.
That's fine. Oh, I have this head of a statue just because it reminds me of one of my friends.
Yeah.
So, that statue over there kind of reminds me of one of my friends. I think I'll go behead it.
We have misdemeanor defacement
Put lips
here.
on
Oh,
it.
it's okay. It looks like my friend.
Yeah. No, I'll just behead it. There we go. Yeah. What's next?
The court also heard that Ballsack had painted the lips on the head of the Madonna. He thought this made it look funny. I love this detail.
Why did you do it? Oh, I thought it looked funny.
It's just a laugh.
Yeah.
Mr. Jeffrey Little, defending, described the offenses as stupid.
Yes.
But Judge David Lloyd Jones interrupted to say he is being maintained by the state at a cost of £1,500 a year, and this is the way he repays the state, because obviously they're paying for his
college or something.
something.
Oh, I don't know how that works.
Ballsack's mother told the court that he had an impressive academic record at school, but got into trouble because of drink.
Mm-hmm.
Judge Lloyd Jones told Ballsack that he had been given more chances than most had ever had, and abused other people's trust. Ballsack, who pleaded guilty to the theft of the statue's head and to the burglary charge, was sent to detention center for 4 months.
So he actually
went to jail.
He actually went to jail for 4 months for doing this nonsense.
That's wild.
And he was an adult, dude. 21's an adult. You're not
Yeah,
a
of
kid
course.
anymore.
That's wild, eh?
Yeah. Who'd
Bro
have thought?
beheaded Mary. Isn't that a hate crime? It's like a religious crime, right?
I don't know what you would call that. Crime against statues.
Crime. That's Mary. It's
Statute
a
of
Virgin
limitation.
Mary.
Yeah.
I'm Catholic.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I would be mad if someone beheaded Mary.
Yeah, I suppose. I suppose so. Eh? Yeah.
So anyway, let's see. There's actually a reenactment of this.
Yes.
I mean, sorry, video footage.
Just video footage of this happening.
Let's see.
So, okay, let's get us out of here, shall we?
Yeah. So enjoy this. You can enjoy this article.
So
Here he is.
there's Ballsack's walking down the road with his Watsons.
Yeah.
He's drunk. He's just coming back from the pub, right?
Yeah. This is the actual location
Yes.
of the statue robbery.
Yeah, this is it. We went to Google Street Maps and got this.
You mean you
I mean,
saw
no,
this
we
YouTube
found.
video
Yeah, we
from
found this
86.
video from 1986. So he went through this tunnel. He's completely drunk. He's returning from the lads.
He's got
night
Watsons
out.
in his hand. We're
Yeah.
gonna...
To take care of the hangover tomorrow. He's like,
there's the school, the elementary school.
And then,
Hey, Ballsack, what do you think you're doing? Hey, I'm not doing anything.
Just don't touch anything.
so Ballsack goes into this. This is the actual school, by the way.
Oh, there it is.
Gets the Virgin Mary Madonna statue.
Listen. Cops.
Oh, better get out of there, Ballsack. Run, Ballsack.
Run, Sack, run.
Yeah.
Ballsack does not. He has lived the most dramatic life I've ever heard of.
Yeah.
COVID outbreak.
Yeah.
Federal grant money.
Yeah.
Inspections. Getting skewered by two political parties. Republicans and Democrats hate each other.
Yes.
They're both skewering him with kebabs.
Yeah, exactly.
He's beheading Mary statues.
Yeah.
He's going to jail for 4 months.
Stealing
TVs
stereos and hi-fis and shit.
What's going on? Blood?
Yeah. The trail of blood led him to his house. You must bleed a lot if there's a trail all the way from the freaking university to your house.
I forgot to put the blood in there. I mean, it was in the video. You just can't see it.
Yeah. I mean, it's rather bizarre.
Typical Ballsack.
Yeah, good old.
What a wild dude.
It's funny.
It's typical zoologist, am I right?
Yeah, exactly. Getting up to all these hijinks. I mean, we've all done dumb stuff when we were young and drunk and whatever, but I think this takes the cake a little bit, you know. Yes. So, you know how he's always drinking Watson's, and we figured it out. It's because when you go to anywhere in China, they offer you water in a cup. That's... You know, you go to an office and then would you like something to drink? And normally you would be like, oh, tea or coffee. But not in China. It's like, it's warm water every time.
Yeah.
But he knew what was up in that lab. He didn't want to touch anything. No. So he bought his imported Watsons from Hong Kong.
Type of guy only to drink canned water.
Yeah, so he's like, you know, this is hilarious. Dragonella drew this brilliant job.
Shout out.
It's
this
amazing.
You remember the original...
Yeah,
I don't know if I put it in there.
The original is from the Soviet Union, and it's like propaganda to stop people getting drunk on the job or something.
No,
so
just
getting
drunk. Alcoholism was too much.
Yeah, so it's
niet.
niet.
No, and he's refusing vodka.
It looks exactly like this, you know, except in Soviet propaganda. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Somebody else also made one.
Yeah, .dev did this one here. This is in the style of the original.
Yeah. Well, that is the original with a little bit of photoshopping. It says boo, you know?
Instead of no.
Instead of niet, it says boo, which means no.
Because he only wants the Watsons.
Exactly.
Because he knows what's going on in that bat lab, in that bat cave.
He's like, I will not consume anything that comes from this ground zero. You know what I mean?
That's how it looks like.
Yeah, it does, of course. That's why he's got to drink Watsons, bro. That's the missing link people have missed out on.
I know. If only intelligence paid attention to that.
Yeah,
aspect.
Watsons, bro.
We would have figured this out a long time ago.
Yeah. I mean, anyway, fantastic art. Absolutely love it, by the way. Thank you to our amazing community for making that.
.dev and Dragonella, amazing.
And thank you to everybody who's been keeping the Ballsack legend alive, because we've not let this go.
Hey, Ballsack!
You know?
Well, it's hard to, because here's the deal.
Yeah.
How many millions of people died of COVID? It's not one of those things that you just forget about. And I understand a lot of the world has and they want to, and I get it. It's like people want to move on, and I understand that. Yeah. But dude, let's be real here.
Yeah.
Chicken's gotta come to roost.
Yeah, and we're not trying to say it all lands on Ballsack's shoulders. It's
absolutely not.
He's just a small part of this event, but an important one.
Yeah. I think the federal money, even if, let's just pretend it didn't come from there. Yeah, because I think it did, but whatever.
Yeah,
it doesn't.
I know it did. Yes.
It's our truth.
It's our truth. Yes.
Anyway, even if it didn't, the whole federal grant money doing something you're not supposed to, and then partnering with China, and then not being transparent about what happened, there has to be comeuppance for that.
And then actually running defense.
Don't
forget, he's the one who went to go write in Nature magazine and stuff. All this nonsense about like definitely didn't come from a lab. If people are saying it's from a lab, then they're conspiracy theorists. And stuff.
And again,
he got other scientists to write in. He's great.
That was his job, I think.
Yeah, he knew what was going on. And if he was an ethical scientist, he would have said the lab leak theory is very possible.
It's not
possible.
Like not boo.
Yeah, not
right?
No, it's not.
And not 100%, but at least you can't say everyone's a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah,
blah,
and then Anyway, he helped muddy the waters big time.
Sure.
You know, to defend his own Baijiu buddies at the lab there. Let's put it that way. You know what I mean? Just like his mom said, you know, he gets into trouble because of drink. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's probably what happened. You know.
Anyway, that's some real. Yeah, some real closure and lore.
Yeah. Poor old Ballsack, anyway. Must be sweating at the moment.
I think the sweating's over.
You think
He's
so?
been disbarred.
Yeah,
It's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
I mean, why get up on the table? Oh, another guy's up on the table.
Have you noticed they're not fighting over an object? They're actually fighting over who can stand on the table.
He's just gonna sit there. Come on, stand up and strike a pose. Ridiculous. Oh, I like that. What is he playing, golf? Okay, I want you to notice something.
It was at this moment that he knew.
What the?
Can almost sing it. When I take a breath, you fill up my lungs. And if my mind